Hello everyone, welcome to Bugged and Blessed. Today we are solving one of the most famous LeetCode problems, container with most water. It is a medium difficulty level problem. Also, this is a great example of how we can go from a brute force ON square solution to an optimized ON solution using the two-pointer technique. Let's understand this visually first and then code it step by step. Okay, let's try to read and understand the problem. You are given an integer array that contains height of length n, and there are n vertical lines drawn such that the two endpoints of the ith line and the ith line are I comma 0 and I comma height of I. Find two lines that together with the x-axis form a container such that the container contains the most water. Return the maximum amount of water a container can store. So there's a little notice here which says you may not slant the container. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the example directly, right? So with the example, what we can see is in an array called height, each element represents the height of a vertical line drawn at that index. The goal is to find two lines that together with the x-axis forms a container that can hold the maximum amount of water. Correct? Now, from the example that is given, we can see this, right? So what we can understand by this example, the pictorial example that is given, is that the area of water between the two lines is determined by the shorter line's height multiplied by the distance between them. So we can see the output is 49, the shorter height's length is 7, and the distance between the two highlighted lines are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 7 cross 7 is 49. So let's write the formula for area, that is a wait uh, a is equal to height into width. So we have to find the maximum area, that is the whole plan. So let's first try and understand the brute force approach, right? So now the first thing that might come into your mind is, why not just check every possible pair of lines? For each pair, compute the area and then track the maximum, right? So let's try this. So let's start with the for loop. Maximum area, right? So let us try and run this first. So uh, both the test result are accepted, both the cases are working fine. Now let me quickly recap what we have done here. So what we have done here is, we have declared a variable called max area. We know the formula of area is height into width, or it could be even width into height, both mean same. Now what we are doing is, we are iterating through each of these lines, right? So I for I in range length of height, right? So the length of height in this example, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So the length of height, the length of the list height is 9. So this would be 9 iterations, and inside this we are iterating from the next line. Okay, so let's take an example of this line. So if I, this is I, this would be j, right? So first we'll be calculating the area of this part, right? 1 into 1 is 1. So in the second iteration we would be going with this line. So we'll be checking if 1 into 2 is better than the previous area. So that would be definitely uh, maximum than 1 into 1. So the maximum area would always be updating, right? Now let us try and run this. uh Hold on, sorry. Let me submit this. Let's wait for the result anyway. Now, this was shocking. Even though our solution is fine, it could not solve all the test cases that were passed, right? So the issue is, this is a brute force method. This is a n square method, right? So uh, for a larger input, maximum, if there's a maximum, if the input is too large, this case will fail, right? Now, so can we bring this to like on, so that the timing is perfect and it does not exceed the total time it should take? Yeah, so this is when we will approach the two pointer method, right? So here's a clever trick. We use two pointer method. One starts from the left and other pointer would start from the right side, correct? Now let us try to implement this first, and then I'll explain you what is happening. So now let us try run this one. Let us see if the initial test results are passing. So as you can see, our initial test case is passed. Now let us hope, let us cross our fingers, and let's try and confirm that this gets success. Oh yeah, as you can see, this problem is now solved. Thank you for watching. If you have liked this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe.